What's up, everyone? It's your boy Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today we are here to live react to RWBY Volume 6, Episode 2, and I haven't thought of a cool thing to do for RWBY yet when I'm introducing the episodes, but man, it feels good to be back with RWBY and know that we're going to get that consistent hype every spring fall season. Missed last week, but we're gonna get back on the roll, and I'm not gonna address this too much. I'll just put it in the comments, just like I'm doing with JoJo. For the RWBY reacts, just like last year, there'll be no audio, there'll be no video, but it will be a timer so you guys can keep up. And the reason for that is because Rooster Teeth will get you. Rooster Teeth will strike you because from what I've been told, is like they don't mind, people doing reactions to their stuff, but the thing is, they like to wait until it's actually out, which is like a week later. But, us, we want to watch it now. We want to do it now. And just to let you guys know, because I don't think this was the case last year. You used to have Rooster Teeth first in order to watch RWBY on the day that it premieres. But now, if you have Verve, Rooster Teeth is part of Verve, and you can actually watch RWBY Volume 6 as part of your Verve subscription. So, with them picking up that's pretty good. It gives you more options to actually get in and watch it now, because that's what I'm going to be watching it on. Just give me a few seconds while I get everything all set, get the word out. Make sure I can get the chat so I can interact with you guys and let people know that we are on the roll with RWBY. I cannot wait to get into Volume 4. And I miss the RWBY fan base as well, because you guys are so great and nice and accommodating. Everybody just gets along, and it's just so great. And of course, I know it's going to be comments of people complaining that I don't have the audio. Aaron, thanks for joining me. What's good, my boy? I know it's already going to be people complaining that I don't have the audio or the video, because that's just the nature of reactions, because some people can get away with it and some can't. But this has always been the format with RWBY, and it seemed to work, and you guys have been very great about that. So we are finally back. Let's go ahead and get it in for RWBY. Let me get the timer going. We're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start, though. How do you guys feel about the opening, by the way? I think this opening is kind of like Red Swan. It's like I like the opening, but it's just a little bit too chill. I expected something a little bit more pulse pounding, and it's not that it's a bad song. It's just a little bit too chill. And we're going to talk about this opening because there's so much in there. Got Team Juniper. Got Team RWBY back together again. Bumblebee, everybody's waiting to see that happen. Adam's still in the darkness. We got Katara. I want to talk about her for a little bit. And this is so ominous. If they kill my boy Crow, I might rage quit on RWBY. I'm sorry. He got to fight his fate. Now, this character right here, that has to be Neapolitan. I mean, it's just a giveaway. We saw the hat. Salem still got her crew out there because nobody got taken down. I do wonder if that's Salem in the background. Like, maybe that's a flashback of her. And what's going on with this? Perhaps these are all the people that possessed Ozpin or the bodies that he was in before. Clearly, John is still upset. And it looks like that hooded figure, which again is going to be Neo. It has to be. It has to be Neapolitan. Interested to see her role that's coming up in this season. But yeah, the old lady that came up with the goggles in the corner, that she looks like Katara from Legend of Korra when she's an old grandma now. So that's the first thing I thought when I saw her last week. Cinder? Is that Cinder? What? I thought this bitch was dead! Okay. That's a little bit of an ass pull. Now, I feel a little bit good about it because I like Cinder, but at the same time, come on. Okay, so Cinder's back. This is going to be an interesting season. Like she can barely manage her flames. I don't know how she survived that ass whooping from Raven. She still has the half Grim arm too. How does Jessica Negri have time to do all of this? Like, how does she have time to voice act as Cinder and, you know, go to all these conventions and all that good stuff. It's pretty cool. Who is this? Don't kill her, don't kill her, don't kill her. Wow, Cinder's back. So it look like RWBY team is heading back. And you know, we saw Sun Wukong last week, and he's going back, and I can't remember his name on his team, but we actually saw somebody else from Beacon. I mean, wow. Can we get back to Beacon? Can we see? I need some coffee. I need coffee in my life. I know they're getting a light novel, but I want to see him. And Blake is looking better and better each season. She's kind of winning me over. I mean, my RWBY best girl is Pyrrha, who's gone, unfortunately. If I had to pick second, it'd be Yang, but Blake's getting up there. Maybe it's the ears with Blake. Of course Crow didn't tell you. Crow knows what it does. Relic of knowledge. Really? Come on, so it's basically a magic 8-ball? Could see why someone would want that. Damn! 3 questions every 100 years and you can't tell the future. Three questions. 3 questions every 100 years. Nora's so cute, man. Nora's up there too as far as my favorites. So anybody can find out about their past, basically. It's the perfect thing to say, hey, where's my mom or something, you know? Maria Caravera. I'm pretty sure she's going to bring something interesting to the table. I wouldn't be surprised if she's kick ass. Oh, and there's Ozpin. Yeah, it's about time you fess up, Ozpin. We need some answers. Oh, Ozpin's not sorry about it. He's like, I did this for you. That's right, I got Lionheart up out of there. Oh, I hit a nerve. Some people have stabbed Ozpin in the back before. Now we get into the meat of it. So, did she just snatch that, or? You're lying, Ozpin. Oh, what's going on? Alright, so the shadiness of Ozpin is really going up right now. Who's Jin? Well, that was underwhelming. Or not. And can we just take a moment to appreciate how much the animation has come along in RWBY? It just gets better and better every season. I mean, it looks like a legit series now. I mean, this is along the lines of what you'll see on probably Netflix. Crow's either embarrassed or he knows who this is. This genie that came out of this bottle. Damn, it's thick. You put some clothes on, you're kind of bad. All right, so we got wish number one. Or question number one, rather. It looks like somebody's walking through the city. We got the hooded lady. Wait a minute, so that hooded lady's actually Cinder? I don't believe that. I still don't believe that hooded lady's Cinder that we seen in the opening. We got a spider. These guys are everywhere. All right, so we got a new faction. Show anybody the money. They'll change their minds. Southern accent. I'm a little bit disappointed that wasn't Neo. They had Cinder in the opening. You gonna hire these mercenaries to find Team RWBY? So she's about to join like a assassin's clan. So I'm wondering now, was that just a completely red herring? I can't remember the guy's name. Was it Fox something? We saw his hat blowing by, and then they showed the hooded figure, but it was Cinder and not Neapolitan. All right, sexy genie lady. Straight up asked this dude, what is he hiding? Wait a minute, somebody already asked the question. That's interesting. Figured he did already. Damn, turn your sword on Uncle Crow? We're not going to find that out this week. He straight up went at Ruby. All right, so you're all separated. This is straight up Wizard of Oz. We're about to get Salem's backstory. That has to be Salem. That's right. I'm willing to bet we're not going to get back to that next week. Next week could be the week that they're going to go and they'll take us back to Beacon and maybe we'll see some of the other students. We are not going to dive right into Salem and what happened with her and Ozpin and the past of that we've been looking for so long. They're not going to give us that next week. We've been watching anime and things like that for too long to know that they're going to dive in to give us the answer. But this is big. Ozpin is regretful of something. He definitely has something to do with what's going on. That's something that hasn't been hidden, but exactly what. And it always goes back that they dangle the carrot just enough that you don't trust Ozpin completely. And I'm not saying that he's a bad guy. I mean, the air's already been cleared that what he's done is probably something he thought was right, and it just went completely wrong. But now we're beginning to look like whatever's going on with Salem right now is probably 100% his fault. Which is why he doesn't want Team RWBY and Ranger to learn about this. So, yeah. I will say I am disappointed that the hooded figure in the opening wasn't Neapolitan. Somebody please let me know the name of the guy with the hat from Volume 1, because we saw that damn hat blow by. Could be still possible that Neapolitan's out there. Maybe they did the whole Cinder thing to trip us up. And Cinder being back all together. You know, to make it seem like she was gone to bring her back. I mean, I agree. Cinder's a great villain. I mean, it's pretty good to still have her around. But the way that it went off, I'm a little bit disappointed about that. Torchwick. Thank you very much, Darkseid. Torchwick. We saw Torchwick's hat in the opening. Neapolitan has to be somewhere around. He has to. I won't accept it. I think this whole thing is showing that was Cinder was a red herring. Maybe either Torchwick or somehow, I mean, hell, Cinder's back, so maybe Torchwick's back too. And maybe Neapolitan's with these spiders who are being hired to find Team RWBY. And how about this relic of knowledge that brought out a very nice looking genie who can answer 3 questions every 100 years. But one question has already been asked, and that was asked by Ozpin. So more mystery being brought up with what he actually asked about that. Yeah, guys, definitely let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Good to have RWBY back, and just like everything else, I'm going to try to cover it every week that I can. We're definitely going to get a majority of the seasons done, but sometimes, I won't be able to, get an episode out or something. Just like last week, I was just too busy to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Goblin Slayer review will probably be tomorrow. Because now I'm covering RWBY, Goblin Slayer is probably going to get pushed back to the end of the week or later in the week. You're still going to get a review for it if I can, but I don't think I'm going to give you the double-decker with RWBY and Goblin Slayer on Saturday. And we got JoJo on Friday. So, guys, definitely let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Good to have RWBY back. Let me know some of your thoughts. Let me know some of your theories. Cannot wait to get back into everything with the maidens and all of that good stuff. And it just feels good to have RWBY back. Let me know what you thought about the opening. Again, I like the song, but I expected something a little bit more pulse pounding. It seems like the openings have, to me personally, have gone down since Volume 3. I think Volume 3 was the last one that I absolutely loved. Volume 4 grew on me. Volume 5 grew on me, but it didn't hit me automatically as the first 3 openings. Let me know your thoughts on Ozpin. Another thing I want to know from you guys, do you think that was foreshadowing that Crow was going to die in this season? What we had with him getting pulled in by the shadows of the Grimps in the opening? I really hope not, because Crow is by far my favorite character in RWBY, so I'll be really hurt if Uncle Crow's out of there. And I'll catch you guys later. So I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Be sure to hit that bell so you can get notified whenever I go live or drop another video. I'll see you guys later. So as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now. Just chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. With that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.